everyone and welcome to a new vlog. I am so sorry that there wasn't a video last week. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that it was just a bit of an emotional weekend. It happened to be the anniversary of my mum's passing, together with what would have been my grand's birthday. And every year I think I'm going to be fine, and every year I'm very emotional. So I just need to have the realization now that those 2 days in my calendar I must just book off, not plan anything for, and just take the days as they are, because you know, time heals all wounds, but there are days where you just, you know, you just experience all these emotions. But anyway, not to bog you down with that, I'm back with a new vlog today, and I'm in my usual space of very happy vibes. And I thought something that I haven't done in quite some time is take you through my daytime skincare routine. And this has changed, well, it does change from time to time. I think everybody's routine changes from time to time, but there are a few things in here that I thought you might be interested in. So I think we should get started, and I can take you through what I've been doing lately. So I'm just going to clip my hair back. First off, I have just taken a damp face cloth and just wiped my face. I don't really use soap in the morning because I use good products in the evening, so I'm quite happy to leave those on my face and then just wipe my face very gently. The Elizabeth Arden Super Start. This is a skin renewal booster, and it's supposed to be applied before a serum, so I'll just give myself 2 pumps of that. And what it does is, you know, it's supposed to create a barrier for pollution. It's also supposed to be something that can lock in the products in between steps, and just ensure that your moisturizer stays where it is. And then you can go in with your serum. So this is definitely a non-essential step, but I have the products, so I am using them, and my skin is looking pretty good at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. Then a product that I think is something that everybody should be using is a vitamin C. It doesn't matter what vitamin C you're using, but I do think that you should be using it. So here I've got the Elizabeth Arden, sorry, the rest of my products are all Elizabeth Arden. This is not sponsored, this is just what I happen to be using at the moment. So I've got the Elizabeth Arden's vitamin C ceramide capsules. So the capsule comes just in this little pocket, and you don't need to worry, this is biodegradable. Once I have pressed that out into the palm of my hand, I'm going to take a little bit and apply it on my neck, because an area that we often forget is our neck area. So I start there so that I don't neglect it, and then I'll take the rest of the products onto my face. The new product that I've got is Cetaphil's Daily Moisturizer, Daily Hydrating Lotion. It's for dry and extra dry skin with hyaluronic acid. I don't find it very thick at all. I think my personal preference would be even thicker than this. This is very much a water base. The next step that I think everybody needs to be doing, without any doubt, you can skip everything else and just do this, is an SPF. So I've been using SPF 50 since, I can't even remember, I think since school days, on my face every single day without fail. So I'm giving myself 2 pumps of this Elizabeth Arden City Smarts SPF 50. This has got an enzyme complex, it's anti-pollution, and it says that it's an antioxidant and it's a hydrating shield. So this one happens to be a tinted SPF, which is great. I mean, it doesn't give you a lot of coverage. It's not a foundation. It's not trying to be a foundation, I don't think. But it does just give you a nice little bit of color and the smallest amount of coverage. Now for the last step of my skincare routine, I've got the Pravage anti-aging eye cream. This also has an SPF, but only of 15. So I'm going to take a very little bit, just that little bit over there, and dot it right over there. So this is also an Elizabeth Arden product from their Pravage range, and I have to be very careful. I've mentioned before that I've got quite sensitive eyes, so the products that I do use around my eyes I need to be very careful with. So you won't find me applying these right up underneath my eye, so I do give myself a little bit of distance, but you know, just here and around the sides of the eye, below the eyebrow, that's what I'll do. I find that this particular product is so nice and rich that even at the end of the day you can see that I'm completely hydrated in this area of my skin, and it actually gives you quite a radiance and a youthful look, because it's so nice to see your skin looking nourished. It's not greasy or oily or anything, it's just this product sitting so nicely on the skin. So I really love it for many reasons. And that's okay, so it was a couple steps, but you definitely don't need to do all of them, but that is what my skincare routine is at the moment, and I've been really enjoying it because my skin is looking pretty good. So anyway, I'm gonna get on with curling my hair right now. I have got my GHD Oracle over here that I've pulled out. I'm going to be curling my hair with that. And then I have got my curl hold spray, which I'm going to be applying as my heat protectant. I once made the mistake of using the curl hold spray right before I left for a wedding, thinking that it was hairspray. So please don't make that mistake, because my hair went completely straight after having spent all this time curling it and thinking that I was ready to leave for the wedding, when I now needed to go back and recurl my hair. So lesson learned, but it is a very good heat protectant, so I will be using that right now, and then I'll pop back and check in with you with my curls. Right, so hair and makeup is done. I used my Oracle as I mentioned, and it works so nicely in giving you kind of like a blowout curl. So I just like to clip it up afterwards so that I have a little bit of lift. Since my hair is so fine, it tends to go flat very, very quickly. So while it's setting, I love to clip it up. Just a little tip in case you were wondering. And then I have to mention that I used on my lips this Elizabeth Arden, so many Elizabeth Arden products today, and I've got another one I want to show you as well. I promise it's not sponsored. This is the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour lip tint. This is in rose. I've mentioned it before, but it is so pretty. So it's not a lipstick at all, it's more of a lip balm than anything, but the tint is so pretty. You know, I think it's going to be a beautiful summer little moisturizer to slip into your bag while you're running around and doing things, because it's just so pretty. And I think while we're all wearing masks, we kind of like anti lipstick and lip gloss, because it gets messy, it's not great. But with the tinted lip balm, at least you've got some color on your lips, and you don't really have to worry about it being too thick or goopy or moving or whatever. So I quite like it for that reason. Then lastly, I'll also have to mention my summer fragrance, which is Elizabeth Arden again. And this is white tea, but the Mandarin Blossom one. The previous one that I have is really not my favorite, and this one is just amazing. So I'm very, very happy with this one, and I've been showering myself in it lately. So there we have it, ready for the day. Now I have a Superbalist order that I'm thinking I'm going to take you through. I have this issue with Superbalist orders often coming out to be like poor quality. So I've been desperately trying to find some new maxi dresses to add to my wardrobe. And I mean, considering at this point in time, like, a shopping centre is never my favorite place, so I always look online, and now that we can't really get things from overseas very easily, I thought I would try Superbalist again. So I've made an order. I'm a little bit skeptical, but let me try things on with you and we can see how it goes. And I can also show you what's in stock. If there is anything nice, you might want to pick it up for yourself. But yeah, I'm not holding my breath, but let's see how this goes. And hopefully I can find something out of everything that I've ordered to wear today. So let's do that next. First dress of today is this lovely rose floral print that I think is absolutely gorgeous. It's a button down, so it can be done up from right in your clavicle all the way down, and it's a 3/4 length. I'll leave an image here or here so that you can see the length of the dress. It is really beautiful, so it's exceeded my expectations, I have to say. We're off to a good start. The sleeves are actually long sleeves, which I think is great because it becomes a multi-purpose dress right throughout the year. You can use it in summer or in winter. You know, in winter you just layer it up with the appropriate stockings and a jacket and some boots and things, and I think it'll be great. In summer you can roll it up here, maybe even push it up some more, something along those lines. Even pushing it 3/4 of the way I think is great. This dress is actually marketed as sustainable, so I love the fact that people are being more conscious about sustainable fashion, and it's something that I think is extremely important. And I have to say I really like this dress. I think the waist belt could probably be switched out for an actual really nice waist belt of your own choice. I think that could add quite a nice element to this dress. I think I've paired it with gold hardware, well, gold earrings. I think it would be beautiful with a gold necklace. I have to say that I really like this. It's easy to throw on. I do need to mention that it's quite warm. It's a very hot day today, and I've closed the doors so we don't have any sound interference, but it is a warm dress. But you know, you can button it up as much as you can. I think you can see on my thigh there, and I really am very happy with this. I did check the price points, and this one is 899 Rand, so it's not the cheapest dress. But I think if you're looking to be more conscious about your fashion choices, a sustainable fashion brand is something to definitely look out for. And I also think this is so classic. Another versatility point, in addition to it being able to be worn all year round, is the fact that you can wear this into the office. I'd be quite happy to wear this into the office, and at the same point in time I'd be able to wear this on holiday, a beach holiday. You know, you've gone down to the beach, you want to be relaxed, you wear this with some flat sandals. You know, you can have it with your scrunched up hair, beach waves, that kind of thing. I think it is perfect for that point. So yes, okay, it's 900 Rand, but if you have a look at the versatility, you can do so much with this dress. So I'm actually a little bit blown away. And another thing that I also think is important is color. I tend to stay very safe within my neutral zone, and my sister and I often mention the fact that we like red and we actually don't gravitate towards it as much as we should. So a nice pop of color is just exactly what I think the doctor ordered. So I'm very happy with this. So well done, Superbalist. This is a great dress. I'm very happy. Dress number 2, I'm a little bit torn about. I love the fabric. It's also part of the sustainable fashion element that Superbalist are doing. So obviously I love that fact. The fabric is so lightweight. It's perfect for summer. In a day like today where it's boiling hot, I'd be managing absolutely fine out and about in this dress. I love a good collar. It's just one of my favorite things. And a collared maxi dress is just, to me, the thing that I have an issue with is the fact that this color I don't think is doing me any favors whatsoever, which is such a shame. The fit is amazing. I have no issue with the fit whatsoever. It's just the color. So it's kind of like an oatmeal color, I would say, maybe more terracotta, and I just don't know, on my kind of complexion, I'm not sure. You know, had this been another color in exactly the same cut fabric style, I'd be all for it, but now I'm kind of on the fence. So you guys let me know what you think about this one, because I'm really not sure. I love it. The only issue is that the color is a bit unusual for me. Next, we've got a white linen dress, and I believe a white linen dress is something that everyone should have. However, I don't think anyone needs this white dress. I think it is completely strange with sizing. I've got way too much fabric here. For starters, it's see-through. I can see the pockets through the dress. The collar is sitting in such a odd place. This, I don't know, this top bit is bulky. If I don't tie this belt, the dress is this wide, and I've ordered it in my own size. So, I mean, that is just not working for me at all. So I kind of need the belts to make some kind of shape with it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is a definite no from me. No, can't do it. This is look number 3, and I can already tell you it's a hard no from me. For starters, I am just heartbroken over the fact that the fitting is completely off. I understand that having lots of fabric is so wonderful in a maxi dress, and I actually enjoy that about a maxi dress. But when your arms are starting out here, the sizing is not right. You know, it needs to at least fit you around this top half of your body and flow after that. And I don't mind a little bit of excess fabric, but this is way too much. You know, I'm just getting drowned by a dress, really. And even if I were to put on a really lovely belt to cinch it in, it's a lot of fabric to cinch in. So I'm not a fan. Such a pity. The sleeves are really cute. I would have loved it if the dress had fit properly. And I also think that this neckline, I actually, personal preference, like a high neckline, but I think when it's so high and you've got so much fabric going on, that I think it's just a bit too much. So this is a no from me. It's a pity because it flows really nicely at the bottom, as you'll see from the cutaways. It's just not gonna work. Last up, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. This one, in all honesty, I really don't know. The inspiration for buying this dress would have been Zimmermann, being their lightweight, airy, beautiful, feminine kind of pieces. I love that they play around with their necklines, but this is just not working for me. Again, the sizing on this, what is going on? Why is it like this? I just can't understand. You've got, basically you've got a slip, if I can show you underneath, and then you've got this neckline over here where you can see the slip through it. And why would you want to see that through there? I don't understand. I really don't get it. I'm very disappointed. I thought that it was going to be a lot lighter purple than it is. This is very much like a wintry kind of color to me, but it's not a winter dress. It's not thick enough to be a winter dress. So I don't know, if you are into dark colors in summer, then that will probably be your thing, but I really don't get it, guys. I'm quite disappointed. So finally, I am dressed for the day, and unfortunately that Superbalist haul was a complete fail. I did mention before we began that I have an issue with the quality of the Superbalist brands, and unfortunately that problem proved true. I've had such a strange circumstances happen with my Superbalist orders. When I was looking for wedding shoes, I found a pair on Superbalist that I thought, okay, well that's great. So I ordered them, and 2 left feet arrived, and they arrived way too small, and I never have an issue with sizing. And then they arrived in this packets, you know, so I don't know if people are checking this thing or if it's just like mass ordering. I'm not sure, but as a paying customer, somebody that is going to be spending their well-earned money, you look for quality, right? I'm not into fast fashion. I want something that's going to withstand the test of time. The quality must be good. It must be able to go through the washing machine a good couple of times and not be damaged or anything. So I don't know. Unfortunately, that was just a fail. So anyway, I'll be sticking to the brands that I do know. Not that there are many of them at the moment, which is such a shame. You know, Forever New I love. I will always love them. Their quality is incredible. They are expensive, but you're getting the quality versus spending the money and not getting the quality. I also still love Zara. You know, you find some great pieces in Zara, so I think I'll just be sticking with those two for now. Anyway, I'm now dressed and ready to go meet up with my friend Sam. She was one of my bridesmaids at my wedding, and I haven't seen her in a good while, so we've got a lot of catching up to do, and she's also a bride to be, so I'm sure we're going to be discussing weddings, and I love that topic, so I'm sure we're going to have a really good catch-up session. I'm going to leave my camera here though, and I'll pick up once I'm home later today. I am back from lunch, and we had such a lovely lunch. It was so good to just spend some time catching up and spending good old quality time together, and I think those are some of the most valuable moments in life, so I really enjoyed it. But while I'm sitting here, I thought I should catch up with you on the Halloween readathon, because I didn't get an opportunity to do so last week. So let me take you through exactly where I am in the readathon, and then I can give you a little bit of an update. So on the map, I have been to the sweet store. I'm reading off my phone, by the way. I've been to the sweet store, I have done the hayride, I have had pumpkin spice lattes, and I've been to the haunted house. So the hayride was an additional last minute ad for me. So that one was The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, which I really didn't plan on reading at all. Even my blog post with all my reads scheduled for this month wasn't on there, because I don't know what happened. I just ended up browsing on my Kindle and downloaded it and read it this week. So I enjoyed that. It kind of gave me like a lot of creepy vibes. If you haven't read it, it's probably a thriller. Yeah, I would say it's a thriller, but it's got these like cult-like themes, which sometimes just make me uncomfortable. So that being what it is, keeps you turning the pages. So I read it so quickly, and I wouldn't say it's the best book I've ever read, but hell, it sucked me in, and I needed to know what the ending was. So that was great. It's always good to have an additional read and something that captivates you and keeps you turning the pages. I always value that. So I read it in a couple of days. Next on my stop is the pumpkin patch, and then I still have the dress shop to do. So for the dress shop, I'm going to be reading Alice Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, and that was the fairy tale or the fairy tale retelling. And then for the pumpkin patch, that was a story about personal growth. That could either be fiction or non-fiction. So I've picked up the Autobiography of Paul. I'm not even going to try and say that name because I'm just going to butcher it. I know this won a Goodreads 2016 award, I think it was, and my husband just read it and he said it's incredibly profound, and he anticipates that I will be crying in it. So I'm not looking forward to crying because I found that terribly draining, but I imagine that it is going to be quite brilliant. It's about a neurosurgeon who ends up becoming a patient, and the author was a man that was obviously incredibly intelligent. He had English literature degrees, biology degrees if I'm not mistaken, philosophy, and he was also a neurosurgeon. So a very smart man, and I imagine this little book is going to pack the biggest punch. So I'm kind of trying to prepare myself mentally for it, but I've just read the forward and now I'm on the prologue, and it looks like it's going to be really good. Then it just so happened, because it's only halfway through the month, I thought perhaps I should look for something else, because maybe I'll even make the final stop on the map, which I really was not intending at all. But I imagine Alice Through the Looking Glass won't take me very long to read. I imagine it's about 150 pages with illustrations, and it's a child's book. And And then I imagine this one will take me just this week, because it is probably 300 pages. Let's see, not even 225. So while I was at the nursery last weekend, they've got a lovely secondhand bookshop there, and I found Into the Water by Paula Hawkins, which has been on my reading list for the longest time. So I picked that one up. It was only 40 rand. So I picked that up and I'm very excited to read that. It's written by the same author as Girl on the Train, so it'll be another thriller. But in order for me to read it as part of the readathon, I need to establish exactly where it is set, because the last prompt in the book is, well, for me, is trick or treats, and that has to do with the location of the book, because it needs to be a country that you would travel to. So I'm not going to read it if it's not based in a country that I don't want to travel to. So we shall see. Hopefully I can just do a Google search. It looks like maybe the UK. So Beckford I imagine is in the UK. I'll just need to Google that quickly, and then I can see if I can add that to the reading list for this month, and then I'll have done 7 prompts. But we'll go 1 week at a time. I first need to start and finish When Breath Becomes Air, and hopefully remain composed after reading this profound book. So I'd love to know where you are in the readathon. I would love to know how many stops you've done on the map, or if you're enjoying your book, or if you're enjoying this idea of the readathon. Please let me know. I'd love some feedback. I've seen quite a few posts on Instagram sharing the stories that you are reading as part of the readathon, and I think it's just so lovely. It's so nice to be able to come together as this little tiny micro community of book lovers. And it's also so interesting to see us grouped together, because we read such different things, and it's so nice that we can do this together and yet be so different. So I find that so beautiful, and it's so nice to just be a little community together. And yeah, I hope that you are enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, please leave me a little heart emoji below so that I know. And I also had a suggestion that I do a Christmas readathon, so I'm very happy to do that, but only if this is something that you are enjoying, because if that is something that you'd like to do, then I probably need to start planning that ASAP. So if you would like me to do a Christmas readathon, then please leave me a little Christmas tree down below, because that will help me so much in knowing that this is something that you'd be interested in, and if you are planning to read in your holidays. So yeah, just give me some feedback. I'd love to hear what you think.